We almost blew another lead. Wait, we did. Hey, but we won. All right. Up 3-1. Down 5-4. And what do? We win. The Leafs win. 6-5 against the St. Louis Blues. I'm going to tell you, roller coaster of a game. If you weren't a Leafs fan or a Blues fan, well, it was hella entertaining, no matter what. But if you didn't have, a team in the fight, that's just pure entertainment. That's hockey. That's what you want to show. So let's get right into it. We're going to go through recap of the game. My 3 stars, and then, of course, just some final thoughts. So, in this game, O'Reilly scores right away, and that goal definitely features Austin Matthews. He does a drive-by when O'Reilly pokes it by him. O'Reilly gets the puck right back. I thought he was going to go backhand because he has that deadly backhand. I think Campbell did as well. Backhand, forehand, puts it over the pad, under the blocker. 1-0. Then Austin came back, and he got absolutely reamed out by Sheldon Keefe, and I'm glad he gave it to him on the bench. It sparked a fire under his ass. And also helped Austin Matthews today, having Mitch Marner back. And Bunting and Matthews have this connection now. You add Marner in there, that line is deadly. It's deadly. And once you have Kasher back in there, where he can fill in the third line, whoever else in the fourth, ooh, this team. Anyway, so, not a good start. Down early against the St. Louis Blues. St. Louis is a damn good team. But fret not, because the next shift, Matthews, Bunting, and Marner are in there. Matthews off the draw, pulls a Mario Lemieux and shoots it. Binnington has to make the save. Or maybe it hit off someone, but I think he made the save, and it's Bunting there, backhand. It hits off the heel of his stick, goes 5-hole, and it's 1-1. Yeah, that was awesome. Next shift, they're out again, and Marner scores a goal, and it was great. He starts in his own end, picks the puck behind the net, and he just skates it out with speed, realizes he can't skate it in, so he just dumps it, chases it, goes around to Bunting's side. Bunting, hounds it. He's a puck hound. He's going for it. St. Louis do manage to get it. However, as they go to clear, Matthews just puts a little pressure on the puck carrier there. Mitch Marner steals it, strips him, turns, snipes, top corner, over the glove. I guess Marner can shoot post-COVID. He found his shot, and he's back. Was that his 5th of the year? 7th of the year, maybe. 7th, I think. Who cares? It's 2-1 Leafs. Then, why not add some more? Because Kerfoot, JT, and Willie hound the Blues again on a nice dump-in entry. JT does his thing down low. Riley with the shot. Kerfoot with the battle and the high slot with the player. JT pulls it out. The Blues are all thinking offense. They're gone. And they're on the wrong side of the puck except for one player. And that's Scandella. And who's there? William Nylander on his one-timer and John Tavares with the puck. I will take that deal any day. So what does JT do? He just snipes top glove, and there you have it. 3-1 Leafs. What a great shot. Binnington gets beat glove again. So 3-1 Leafs halfway through the first period. The Blues call a timeout. Binnington stays in net. And then I'm going to give it to Toronto. Heck, they almost do it again a minute later. Bunting creating a turnover. The Matthews gets it, feeds it back to him. He goes high glove. It hits off Binnington's shoulder. Great save by him. That was a big save this game. And then at this point, I was just thinking, Binnington is going to fake fight his entire team if they keep this up. And at this time, let's not just fault like St. Louis. Toronto's offense was great, but their defense was great as well. They definitely picked it up defensively. There was timely back checks, even just getting a piece of a player. William Nylander, Liljegren, Sandin had a 1v1, a nice little poke check. That all comes to mind right away. Although I'm going to give it to Campbell. He had to make some good saves, but they limited the severity of the chances, let's say. Also of note, Pierre Engvall had speed this game. COVID hasn't stopped his speed either, just like it didn't stop Mitch Marner. I guess Mitch Marner has a shot now, but his speed was ridiculous. The Giraffe is so fast. If only he went high glove on that breakaway, tried to go 5-hole, get stopped. And what else happened the first period? Oh, Bunting. Bunting got into it with Mikola and then Krug. Bunting, I'm going to say right now, he's a mixture of like Zach Hyman and Marchand with a sprinkling of Kadri. Just what the Leafs need. Just wait for him in the playoffs, you know. Now, hopefully the little Nazem that I have sprinkled in there isn't the Nazem Kadri from the playoffs, as in the one who gets suspended. But maybe the one who's just a thorn in every team's side that he faces. And imagine a potential 7-game series dealing with Michael Bunting for 7 straight games. Hopefully, it's 4 straight, but the Leafs win. At least in the first round, yeah. But what a response by the Leafs after the first goal by St. Louis, and they're up 3-1 after 1. So they're up by 2. Ooh, and it's not going into the third. Let's see. So to start the second period, and what a play by Marner and Riley. Riley at the point. Marner creeps up to the top, kind of like McKinnon does, right up to the top. Riley to Marner. Marner back to Riley. It was a give and go like you would see in football, soccer. One arm definitely got across Riley there, I swear. Was it a hold, a hook, something? No call. Though imagine if Riley finishes that 35 seconds into the second period. Game over. Mitch Marner's back bringing the magic with his first game back, and I'm telling you, he just brings a plethora of options for the Leafs. It's such creativity, such creative play. The Mitch the Leafs want and the Mitch the Leafs need for the playoffs. It's not all happy though, because Jake Muzzin continues to make poor decisions, even with Justin Hall not his D partner. And that's what happens in the second goal. And, you know, he does it 2 times in this little shift. First, the turnover behind the net, he misses the puck, he gets crunched. Obviously, it's a stinger there. He's had a lot. He's got to be playing injured, right? And then, well, it happens like 1 or 2 times a game now. But the puck comes out. Liljegren gets it around to him, around the sideboards on the left side, and he just blindly fires it to no one across the ice. There is no Leaf there. Oh, just a St. Louis Blue. The Blues capitalize on it. They fire it on net, and it slides through Campbell, which got deflected off Matthew's stick. That happens, but it wouldn't have happened if Muzzin just made one of 2 simple plays. Made 2 mistakes there, and it's a 1-goal game. And I actually wrote down on my notes before that play that one of my thoughts of the game is it just me, or do the Leafs move the puck better and just play a smoother game, including Muzzin, when he's paired with Liljegren over Hall? I'm sticking with that statement, but still, I think we all have to admit this might just be the new Jake Muzzin. He might just be constantly looking like he's injured. He's slower. He's making slower decisions. So I don't think it's just him playing with Hall, though that does not help. Years of nonstop play, brutality, just how the way he plays, it's caught up to him both mentally and physically. He's definitely lost a step or 2. Those 2 brutal turnovers just right there, back to back. This might be a terrible take, but do you think the Leafs could look at moving both him and Hall? Would you do it if it's possible? Like, I know last year when Muzzin went down, it was huge for the Canadians. Like, you need him on your team, especially from last year. But the way he's playing this year, like, would you trade to bring in someone else? I don't know. Anyway, game continues. It's a 1-goal game. Blues continue to apply pressure following that goal. They ring one off the post. The Leafs are in survival mode. And, well, they can't survive because it's the Leafs. They pull a Blues and turn it over and over and over. And then it's sad. Brendan Saad. He's not sad anymore because he scored here. He was in all alone. 2 Blues are behind him. I think Kyrou was the other one, past the Leafs' last defender. He goes 5-hole. It's 3-3. And all I could think of is I'd love to see what Steve Dangle was doing, because he was doing the watch a Leafs game with Steve Dangle. He had Sid Sixera with him. I could just see him turning red, just losing absolute control, and then Sid Seixeiro being Sid Seixeiro, doing the exact same thing, and then kind of just like egging Steve on, just going fishing and seeing how he would react. But the sad thing is we saw this versus the Avs, we saw this versus the Golden Knights, and for me it was like, oh great, another lead squandered. Heck, the Blues almost took the friggin' lead like right after the next shift. They were just buzzing around the net. Campbell was just flying and sliding everywhere. He didn't know where it was. And all I could think is, Keith, call a damn timeout. Lose your shit. Just do something. Call the timeout. Yell at them. Throw something. Like, these friggin' Leafs, they need to sort it out. They bring you, as a fan, and probably as a coach, they bring you so much happiness and then immediately sadness. The roller coaster that is the Leafs. That's what it is. Keith does call a timeout, thank God. And the Leafs reset. Matthews' line comes out, they do okay. Then Tavares' line comes out, they do great. Tavares dipsy dangle around. Did he get hooked? No, maybe. The puck does roll off his stick as Binnington is down. Somehow, good on Tavares for getting it actually towards the goal. Kerfoot gets a chance, just loses control. Engvall sets of Mikheyev, gets stopped. When their shift comes up, that's the third shift, I think, after the goal. Still nothing, but that line stays out. A good couple rebound shifts follow, obviously, so that line stayed out. The momentum's there. They're working it around until it goes to Liljegren. Liljegren, he scores. He gets the puck. Jason Spezza goes and gets him the puck. And all I could think of, Justin Hall in the press box. I hope you like your isolation because you might be up in the press box a little bit longer. I do hope he's feeling okay and get healthy soon, please. But Liljegren rips one, he scores, and that's how you do it. Toronto's up 4-3. I like how Liljegren plays. I hope he stays in the lineup. But let's give credit where credit is due. Keith called the timeout at the right time. That's how you rebound. That's how you call a timeout. You reset. And then you do what they did. You take it to your opponents. The roller coaster continues, however. But let's give Mikheyev props on that goal. I just remembered now. He did this last game or 2 games ago as well. He has impeccable timing coming through in front of the goaltender, right in the eyesight. Goal. So good on Mikheyev. Anyway. Leafs get a power play later on. They get some chances, but nothing comes of it. The fourth line comes out. Muzzin makes a bad decision and ices it because it's Jake Muzzin. Blues get a draw in the Leafs zone, and Kyrou adds to his point streak. Thomas scores with Jack Campbell, and the Leafs D's nemesis, this play, the behind the net where you throw it back the other way. He's always off his post. I say always. It's happened like 3 times. Goal, and it's 4-4. Honestly, when I see this, it's like when you play NHL 22 and you score the same goals over and over again in every game, and you're playing the same player, they never adapt. That's the Leafs. Adapt Toronto. It's becoming embarrassing that this keeps happening. Now, okay. Did Kyrou take down Liljegren beforehand? Maybe. Penalty? Maybe. But, it is what it is. Liljegren was able to get back in the play, but mentally he wasn't there. He was kind of spinning in circles. Good little play by Kyrou. Good finish by Thomas. 4-4. All right. And it's okay. The Leafs needed to respond again. And Kyrou didn't get away with, I think it was a trip on William Nylander near the end of the second with like a minute left. He did get a piece of Willie, so how the Leafs do, they can't capitalize. So we move on to the third period, and it's 4-4. Leafs are on the power play. And it's an entertaining start. Entertainment is the key to this game. That's what it was, because it was chaos for the first few minutes. And then the Blues score. And can you tell I'm exhausted from this game? Mikkola, that big D who looks like to be the next asshole of the league. See the Crosby incident. See him and Marner going at it. Kerfoot again tonight. He puts one in from Jordan Kyrou. And you know what? All I could think of was, hey, at least I have Kyrou in fantasy. But it's 5-4 Blues. The Leafs blow the lead. What do you do? What do you do? They obviously look at it. Campbell wanted to know if it was actually in. It does squeak in. He was off the post a little bit there with the right pad. Just squeeze it in, and that was my reaction. So that's all I can say at this point. But I'm going to be honest with you. The Leafs kept at it. So did the Blues. It was a good third. It was a nice, fun hockey third period. Then with under 10 minutes to go, the Blues give the Leafs another chance. Leafs go to the power play. And it's Marner to Matthews, 10 straight road games, one away from the league record while tying the league record. He's the first Leaf to score 25 goals in his first 6 seasons. Marner fakes going behind the net, and he throws it back to Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews shoots it. I think it hits off Mikkola and goes in. I don't care. It's 5-5. Matthews scores. It's a tie game. And then the Leafs continue to go at it. And it's Kerfoot out with Engvall and Camp. Okay, so Leafs shorten the lineups. And they're like rabid wolves. They fight for the loose puck. Honestly, the puck is the prey. That's what it seems, right? Like it's like the meat. They're going for it. They fight some more. They want that puck. One goes in to the corner, grabs it. They fight off a few Blues. They get it again. Blues cleared around the boards. You think it's getting out. Sandin with the perfect, massive pinch. I mean massive. Like this is why the Leafs score here. Blues are barely surviving. They're exhausted. Kerfoot goes off. Mikheyev comes on. And all it is I think it's Scandella, rings it around to Falk, who's not there. And I'm sorry, Falk's not beating Engvall. Even if he has like 5 strides, he's not beating Engvall to the puck. Engvall beats him to the puck. Mikheyev obviously coming off the bench. Blues are exhausted. Scandella looks back after he passes it. And he's like, do I go? I'll go off. They'll be there. They're not. Mikheyev gets there first. Bad angle, but he throws it on net. They're gassed. The St. Louis Blues are gassed. Binnington must be gassed. And it squeaks 5-hole. Or I think it squeaks like underneath his right pad. And it ends up hiding behind the camera. No one knows it in. Mikheyev doesn't. Engvall does. If you watch the replay, Mitch Marner does. He knows it on the bench. 6-5 Leafs. Mikheyev scores the game freaking winner. Like I rewatched this 3 times, and that's playoff hockey. I didn't watch the goal 3 times. I watched the build-up 3 times. The shift before it was Mitch Marner entering the zone, and he just missed one backhand high. He did like a little spinorama. That was great. And then this line came out, and it was just work. Playoff hockey, determination, and it's a game-winning goal for Ilya Mikheyev. And that's it. The Leafs finish it off. Campbell has to make a save or 2. Riley has a delay of game with like 6 seconds to go. Camp comes out, beats O'Reilly on the draw. Kyrou misses a chance in front. Who cares? The Leafs win 6-5. They blew the lead, but it doesn't matter. They won in regulation. So my 3 stars this game. Well, here we go. Austin Matthews, just because you got your 10th straight road game. Mitch Marner, welcome back. And I'm going to give it to Ilya Mikheyev because he got the game winner. There we go. Austin, Mitch, Mikheyev. Those are my 3 stars for the Leafs. If I was going to do like 3 stars for the entire game, Jordan Kyrou would probably have to be in there. He had a good game. Mitch Marner. And then you give it to Mikheyev because he got the game winner. So there you go. If you want to throw the Blues in there, Kyrou can swap out for Austin Matthews, sure. I don't care. The Leafs win. So, after game thoughts. Final thoughts. Let's forget about the goals. Forget about the blown lead. Forget about the Muzzin stuff. We've talked all about it. The roller coaster that is the Leafs. The Leafs are a roller coaster. And from this game, they have not proven that they are ready for a Stanley Cup run. But these are opportunities to learn, to progress. To learn, to progress. It's not going to be a quick fix. Game by game by game. Even if something goes wrong, learn from it. You'll make a mistake again probably next game. Probably the same bloody mistake. You'll probably make it 2 months from now. Just try to learn from it. Okay? Try to limit those opportunities that you give the other team. Limit those mistakes. The Leafs need to learn, which allows them to build. And that's how it is going to be. That's the learning process. You learn, you find it, you achieve the objective, okay? You move on to the next step, you learn again, and you keep going. It's the only way for the Leafs to get to the next stage. And when they get there, they do it again. It's not an immediate fix. It's a journey. Now, for Toronto, the journey's been like 55 years, but still, new faces with some past faces. They work together. I believe. Now, lastly, just watching this team. The fourth line today is useless with Kyle Clifford out there. They are. I'm sorry. So imagine this. Cash is in, Clifford's out. Engvall goes to the fourth line because he can come up. He can go anywhere in the lineup. Same with Kasha. Same with Kerfoot. Same with a lot of them. But the fourth liner's not really. So imagine you have Engvall on the fourth line. And this team looks great. Like the fourth line this game, they're lacking that speed. And when Spezza doesn't get someone with speed to help him out, he doesn't do much. He needs a speedster to help open up the ice for him. And it also gives Simmons more confidence with the puck. Because if he needs to dump it in, you have someone who will chase, who can beat guys to the puck. I'm just saying, like, that's a lineup. Austin, Mitch, Bunting, Kerfoot, Nylander, Tavares, Camp, Kasha, Mikheyev, Engvall, Spezza, Simmons. Yes, please. And you know what? Having Mitch Marner back, it just feels right. I'm harsh on him. Everyone is. Well, I can definitely be harsh on him. But let's be honest, he brings so much to this team. I do love the guy. 11 million? That's still expensive. But damn, he's just good and he just gels. Now, only if he can do it in the NHL playoffs. Imagine he can do that. People will be saying a different tune. They'll be singing a different tune. Anyway, that's it for me. The Leafs win 6-5. And as I see here, they're 24-9-3. Okay, 51 points. Go Leafs, go. That's it for me. Go Leafs, go. See you next game. What a win.